Do you want to get clients on LinkedIn? Do you want to save on spending on ads or any marketing cost? Do you want to know the most cost-effective ways so you can get 1,000 leads in one day? Well, if you answered yes to any of these questions, I would like to invite you in the next few hours because today I will speak and share about how I get 1,000 qualified leads on LinkedIn in one day. You might be asking, why is this free? Well, last December, I got this recognition as top 15 LinkedIn experts in Dubai. So it's my way to give back and pay it forward by sharing with you what's working for me on LinkedIn so you can also get leads without spending on ads. If you do have questions, hold on to that because I will answer questions that you have in the end of the presentation. So, what will you learn in the next 1 hour? I will share with you what are the three massive mistakes why you are not getting clients on LinkedIn and how can you avoid each one forever. This is based on my own personal experience and the experience of the clients I work with. I will also share with you what are the 5 simple steps so you can get clients without spending on ads. And of course, you will learn the secrets of how I got 1,000 leads on LinkedIn in one day because I will reveal it today. So hold on until the end. And you might be asking, is this for me? Well, I would like to share this webinar is best for you if maybe you're tired of having inconsistent income. As a business owner myself, as a mentor to business owner, a lot of clients I have always have problems in terms of inconsistency of income because of the number of clients that they have are unpredictable. This is also for you if you're worried about where do you find your next client. Because right now, my problem, I have a lot of leads. And lastly, if you're anxious about spending on ads that has no clear ROI, I mean, in the past, I've spent some money to ads to some marketing activities that did not bring anything at all. So this is why I'm passionate about sharing what works for me to save you time, money, and energy from the mistakes that I had. And also, this webinar is for you if you are either any of the following. Maybe you're a sales or marketing professional, you're an entrepreneur, a consultant, a solopreneur, a freelancer, an executive, maybe you're a founder, a coach, or a CEO. But if you do have that goal to get clients on LinkedIn without spending on ads, then this webinar that I have is definitely for you. And maybe you were told that this is what you need to do to get clients. Oh, you need to pay for ads, you need to join groups, write that book, run webinars, do a free challenge, grow your following, you need to post daily on social media, send messages on LinkedIn. But guess what? Nothing worked, right? Well, I know because I've done all of this too, but nothing worked until I found something that works. That's why I'm so excited to share what worked for me. And I just want to share with you, I really don't believe in hard selling. You know, on LinkedIn, I get a lot of messages every day. Do you need certification? Do you need website? Do you need an app? I mean, honestly, I believe in attraction marketing. This is where your best clients will come and find and ask you, can you help me? How can we work together? And this is where I'm very happy about because I get a lot of these messages on LinkedIn where people come to me and ask for my help without me sending a lot of messages because this is the way I intentionally wanted my business to be and I hope it could be the same for you too. And you might be asking, what did I do and why will I listen to you? But before that, allow me to thank because this live stream is exclusively sponsored by eZone. eZone has been in Dubai for over 12 years. They're a business setup company. They also have this kind of services, trade license renewal and amendment, bank account opening, visa processing, PRO services, and compliance. The owner, 𝗪𝗛𝗓, I know her and I actually am very confident of her services. And that's why I'm very thankful that she's a partner on this live stream, because if you do need services in Dubai in terms of setting up your company, opening that bank account, visa processing, please go to eZone and check their products and services. And without further ado, you might be asking, who are you and why will I listen to you? Well, allow me please to introduce myself. My name is 𝗦𝗣𝗘𝗔𝗕𝗏. I actually am a certified public accountant for over 23 years now. I used to be audit manager for Emirates Airlines, but what happened to me in 2014, I experienced burnout, and that changed everything in my life. I became a CEO now of my company called Tan Training and Consultancy here in Dubai. I also am now a linking coach and consultant, and of course a corporate trainer. And my expertise has always been finding revenue opportunities. I've worked with companies like Fly Dubai, Intel, Emirates, Ernst& Young, and I've always had that keen eye for looking at opportunity. And on LinkedIn, I saw a wealth of opportunity. That's why I'm very passionate about helping others understand that, discover that, and of course, get a portion of that. And live streaming actually changed my life. And that's live streaming on LinkedIn. See, live streaming on LinkedIn came very late compared to other social media platform. But for me, when I started live streaming in 2021, that's where the magic happened. But these are some of the recognitions I have. I want to tell you now, because it's not about impressing you. I want to impress upon you that when you show up on the right platform, that is when opportunities will come and find you. So one of the recognitions I had is last year is the 2023 top 15 linking expert in Dubai by Influence Media Digest, a company based in Canada. So thank you for that, Influence Media Digest. Also, there's some recognition by Base Mindset in 2022 about the top 2,000 inspiring women on LinkedIn. Again, I'm very thankful to that. And in 2021, by Connected Women, I was recognized as the number one most influential Filipina on LinkedIn. And in 2020, just after 3 months of being active on LinkedIn, I was recognized as top 70 rising Filipino on LinkedIn. And I want to tell you this. Maybe you're just starting on LinkedIn. Maybe you're here for a while. When I started on LinkedIn, I only had less than 1,000 connections. And I got recognized as 1,000 top one most influential. So the best thing about LinkedIn, it's really not about the number of connections, it's about the value that you give, and then it comes back. So let me share further. So I actually, and I look at my profile, I downloaded my LinkedIn data, I realized I've been on LinkedIn since 2011. But I became active only in 2020. I started live streaming in 2021, doing consulting, coaching, interviewing a lot of influencers and executives and entrepreneurs. And there's so many things that happened along the way. From those recognition I mentioned, there's also recognitions top 10 Filipino content creator, Global Women Who Rule Award, the Dubai Women of Substance and all. And I'm telling you all of this not to impress you, but I want to just inspire you that wait, if you do share your story, if you do show up on the right platform where your audience is, really you will get seen, get heard, and get recognized for who you are. And last year, I was only one person. I left my career in auditing in 2022 and I started my own business. And I wanted to be a solopreneur, but right now I hired my team already because of the number of leads I had on LinkedIn, which I will share with you. But I was only one person when I started last year, but I got global recognitions. And not, I mean, competing with these global coaches around the world and getting recognized as top three was one of the best things that really helped me, boost my confidence at weight. I think this platform is right for me. Also, I got a lot of free media opportunities on LinkedIn. There's no need for me to spend on any marketing. A lot of my clients say, "Oh, we found you," or we found your article and we read about you. Or some people will come and say, "Can we interview you for our podcast?" From India to Philippines to Singapore to Malaysia to many other countries. I've been blessed to guest with many podcasts to share my struggles, successes, and stories. And that actually led also to people to come and find me. And that's all because of LinkedIn. Similarly, I'm very blessed to get global clients and partners because of LinkedIn. Si Fabienne is a former CFO of Citibank. And when she saw what I was doing on LinkedIn, we had a conversation and she was like, let's do it together to help more women. And there's a lot of, speaking engagements, training, women meet up that I'm very blessed to be invited and be part of. And it's, again, all because of LinkedIn. And I just want to tell you that whatever happened to me can happen to you also. And one of the things that I'm very happy about, even if I was only one person last year, I got top 1% in the training and coaching industry on LinkedIn. And I got 1,000 leads in one day, in 1 year of business. And that is why I want to share with you what happened to me. But before I share the secrets to 1,000 leads on LinkedIn, let me tell you what are the three massive mistakes why you are not getting clients on LinkedIn. Because a lot of people I work with have this problem. And I'm telling you, I had that problem too. So let's dive into that and discuss it already. Number one mistake, you're working alone. See, when I started on LinkedIn, I really had no idea how it works. I was lost. It's very different from the other social media platforms I used to. I mean, I was posting, but nobody was commenting or engaging. But later, I get these recognitions. And what I realized is that LinkedIn, majority of people are lurkers, meaning they're just reading your content, but they're not commenting, they're liking, but they actually know you. And what helped me really on LinkedIn is that I stopped working alone. I started to find the experts. I got coaches to help me understand in granularity how LinkedIn works. Also, one of the problems, you might be ignoring LinkedIn data. And I'll share some of the information on how you can start getting your LinkedIn data and what's the best about LinkedIn. Currently, LinkedIn has over LinkedIn has over 1 billion members now, according to them, but there's 63 million plus decision makers. So I'll say this is really the best platform for you because this is also where people from 200 cities and countries are. And maybe one of the mistakes that why you're not getting clients on LinkedIn is that you are using the LinkedIn feature that's right for you. There are many features on LinkedIn that initially I wasn't aware of, but I was experimenting. I'm very curious in everything, and I was experimenting a lot of things. And today I'll share you what are the features that you can start using today so you can get that clients and get that goal that you wanted on LinkedIn. So you might be asking, so Wanda, these are the mistakes, but how can we solve it? So for you to get clients on LinkedIn, let me give you 3 steps. Number one, get the right help. Get that right help from the coach, the person who you know is doing well on LinkedIn. And I will always say it's always good to ask questions. It's always good to get the right help because that way you can save yourself from the mistakes that a lot of people did on LinkedIn. And of course, get your LinkedIn data too. Later, I'll show you exactly how you can get your LinkedIn data because there's so much power when you understand who are your connections and how can you best help them. Because really, networking more than anything is about helping others. That's my personal take on that. And maybe you are not using the different features, right? So I'll say, get to know what are those features on LinkedIn and find and use the best one that fits you and aligns with your goals. And now, you might be saying, oh yeah, I got top 1% in the training and coaching industry, and I will always attribute that to live streaming because I know there's so many content creators, there's so many people that are doing a lot of good things on LinkedIn. But one of the things that I think makes me different is I'm one of those people who's doing live streaming. And what is the SSI indicator? Well, if you go to www.linkedin/sales/SSI, this is your social selling index. So this tells a story in terms of how are you placed on LinkedIn. And for me, it says I'm 1% in the training and coaching industry. My current social selling index is 78. And in comparison to the people in my industry, their average 36. And to my network, their average is 42. And there are four components core in a social selling index on LinkedIn for you at the top rank. Number one, you need to, of course, establish your professional brand. And I think live streaming helped me brand myself as a coach, trainer, and speaker. Also, you need to find the right people. Honestly, on LinkedIn, what I learned, it's not about connecting with everyone. It's connecting with the right people, aligned with who you are, aligned with your goals so you can make a positive impact altogether. Of course, you need to engage with insights too. I learned a lot on LinkedIn more than the one I learned in college because as I interview these people, as I read the content of other people, I get to learn a lot of things that school didn't even teach me. And of course, you need to build relationship. You know, a lot of people only can send you messages. They want to offer you so many things. But at the end of the day, I will always say, build relationships. Because when you do, you don't even have to sell. The right people will always come and find you and approach you and ask for your products and services. So remember, if you want to be at the top of any industry, I will say maybe live streaming is not for you, but there are many features that you can actually use on LinkedIn to be at the top rank of your industry. And we'll talk more about that. Now, I want to have this statement because this is what I learned in my 4 years of being on LinkedIn. I learned that LinkedIn is the best platform to get clients without spending on ads. But unfortunately, a lot of executives, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of sales teams have no idea how and where to start. I mean, I saw a lot of LinkedIn ads, but there was no engagement. There's a lot of people, executives who have huge following, but they're not even promoting their organizations. There's a lot of disconnect. And that's why there's so much revenue opportunity here if executives, entrepreneurs, and sales teams just understand how LinkedIn can help them achieve their goals, in terms of maybe growing their following, growing their income, reaching the right decision owners. This is the right platform from my personal experience. And now I'm very excited to share how can you get 1,000 leads on LinkedIn in one day without ads. So what happened exactly? Well, I was just testing something because I have this newsletter called How to Leverage LinkedIn Now. And it's all about a mix of I was sharing my LinkedIn journey about professional and business success. And then last November, I was like, I think I should do something different. And after doing that different thing, I got 1,000 leads in one day. And here's the exact step by step process that I did. And I want to tell you, I did not spend anything on marketing. I did not call anybody. I did not spend on ads, but I got those leads of 1,000 in one day. And here's the exact 5-step process that I use so you can do it too. Number one, I downloaded a copy of my LinkedIn data. A lot of people don't know this, but compared to other social media platforms, you can download your LinkedIn data. You go to settings, data privacy, get a copy of your data, click export your data, then click the connections, and in 10-15 minutes, you're going to have a copy of your LinkedIn data. The best thing about that is you will know who are you connected with, which company, what position, and then you can make sense of how can I best help these people who are my connections on LinkedIn. And from what I understand, from my own connections, I had 8,000 connections last November. And I asked myself this question: how can I best help these people who are my connections on LinkedIn? And because I realized that 80% of my connections on LinkedIn are entrepreneurs, executives, and chiefs, and then I realized, wait, these people need help to increase their profits, of course, increase their revenue, and that means they need help to get clients on LinkedIn. Because my revenue audit mind is like having that aha moment, aha, A lot of people have no idea how LinkedIn works and how to get clients here because they're doing it the wrong way, messaging, doing other things. But I found a way. That's why I want to share it with you today. And that time, because I realized this is the number one challenge that most of my connections had, I released a newsletter called How to Get Clients on LinkedIn. It sounds very simple, right? Because I really wanted to keep the messaging simple, that I just want to help these executives and entrepreneurs and chiefs who are 80% of my connections to guide them how to get clients on LinkedIn. And guess what happened? Well, in 3 hours, you can see, published 3 hours ago, and I got 927 subscribers in 3 hours. And fast forward to today, I got the screenshot 2 days back. I have about 2,010 subscribers and growing. And I released up to now 4 articles, and it just gets read by the people who need it. I'm very happy. I'm always very happy to share what I know because I know whatever successes I had can be replicated because my success is not mine to keep a secret, but it's for mine to share so that you can also achieve your goals and get clients on LinkedIn. So what's the other thing I did? Every article I always keep in mind in terms of what are the questions from my subscribers. I thank my subscribers and I also ask them, is there any question you want me to answer? So the next article will always be an article based on the questions that I receive from my subscribers. And I always make sure that the newsletter, whatever I publish, gives guidance. It solves the problem of my connections because at the end of the day, it's all about adding value and helping others, right? And of course, the first article I had is all about, focusing on what are these three massive mistakes and how can you avoid each one forever, which we already discussed. But if you need more details, go and visit this article. Go to Linktree Coach Wanda and you can get the link to my newsletter. The second article that I published is about live streaming because I know a lot of people have no idea how live streaming works. I really had no idea when I started. I had a LinkedIn coach and I had Joe Mark who helped me on live streaming. And I was because there's so much technology in terms of confusion, how to use this technology, how to connect it, how to put those banners. And thankfully, I have now a live stream team who's managing everything from me, from the production to the planning to whatever. So I shared here what is the 3-step guide for you to consistently attract clients if you want to take live streaming as a platform on LinkedIn to get your clients. So again, go to Linktree Coach Wanda to check and visit that article. Third, I also shared what's the secret to my client magnet blueprint. See, remember I told you my goal is not is about attracting the right people for me. And I shared here the secrets how I did that. So the fourth article now provides guidance about how can you get clients on LinkedIn without burning out. Because a lot of executives and entrepreneurs I met are like, Wanda, I know LinkedIn is the best way to get clients, but I'm confused. It's very different. I don't know. I just stopped using it already. So because they got burned out, they got tired, they got stressed. So here I shared how can you, this is about the mastering the art of attracting clients on LinkedIn so you will not burn out. Again, go to Linktree Coach Wanda. These are free resources for you. And I promise you, whatever article I wrote, you can immediately get some tips and tools that you can apply now so it can help you get clients on LinkedIn. Also, I make sure that every article I publish is relevant and useful to my connections. At the end of the day, I'm not about becoming viral, but it's all about adding value. That's always my focus. And, from the businesses I work with, I learned that when you always give value, it will always come back to you in multiples. So I'll say, give and then let God bless you in multiple ways. Now, what's the step 4? I also design my LinkedIn profile to get more qualified leads because Right now, after releasing that newsletter and some events, I have like 4,000 leads. So, and I didn't have the manpower to contact each person, but now my team will take care of that. But I actually have designed my profile so that I will get the right people to come and find me and, of course, work with me when they're already ready to get clients on LinkedIn. And let me tell you, how did I design my LinkedIn profile so you can design yours also. And what did I do? So from the banner, so what's the banner? The banner is the top of your LinkedIn profile. That is like a digital calling card. So when a person visits your profile on LinkedIn, what does the person see? So for me, I made it clear who I am, what I do, and how I help others. So in my banner, I put get clients on LinkedIn now and the services that I have, which is LinkedIn Revenue Consulting, LinkedIn Training, and the LinkedIn live stream service that I have. Also, the next thing is the headline. What's the headline? This is where, after your name, like here, my name is 𝗦𝗣𝗘𝗥𝗧. Under that is the headline. This is 220 characters. Again, I put there some of the recognitions I have because, I want people to at least have a comfort that I know what I'm doing and what are these things that I got from LinkedIn and what do I do? So again, I write there, I help people get clients on LinkedIn without ads through LinkedIn training, consulting, and LinkedIn live stream services. So if you are not using that banner, that headline, please update it because whenever you comment on any profile on LinkedIn, your headline goes with you. The first 45 to 60 characters of your headline goes with you. And also see, if you look at it, my button, I have there a button that you can click to say get clients on LinkedIn now. There's also a custom button on LinkedIn where you can guide your connections, your potential clients, what do they need to do after they connect with you. And if you click that link, immediately you will see all the free resources that I have from my YouTube channel to my newsletter, and of course, the other ways that I can help you on LinkedIn. What else? Featured section. Again, this is one of the things that most executives, sales teams, entrepreneurs don't use. On LinkedIn, there are many ways you can showcase your experience and expertise, and featured section is one of those. Because at the end of the day, you need to convince that client why buy, why you, why now. Because one consultant asked me, Wanda, how can I get clients on LinkedIn? Well, there are over 2.5 or 3 million consultants on LinkedIn. And you need to stand out. So, and it just takes a few seconds for a person after visiting your profile to decide, is this person right for me? So make it easy for them by in your featured section placing information in terms of who you are, what you do, how you help others, and what results did they have after working with you. So on my featured section, I put there my services, the results, the recommendations I had from my clients, and of course, the link to my LinkedIn newsletters. And what else did I do? Also, the About section on LinkedIn. So, after your banner, your headline, your custom button, your feature page, there's an About section which is about 2,600 characters. Imagine. So a lot of people there have like a job description information. And I want to tell you, it's about being creative. Again, you have to answer that question, who you are, what you do, how you help others, why buy from you, why now. So again, on my about section, I clearly mentioned that if you're ready to get clients on LinkedIn, I will be more than happy to share how I get 1,000 leads in one day and through the services that I have, which is the live streaming services, the revenue consulting, and the LinkedIn training. And people will ask, I know there's a lot of LinkedIn trainer. I know there's some people who's offering live streaming services, but I know and I'm confident what makes me unique. So I also mentioned that because I'm not just another LinkedIn trainer, I'm not just another LinkedIn consultant. For the last 23 years of my career, My work has led to $1 million improvements in profits and profitability on the companies I work with. I also understand business because I've been coaching since 2018 these business owners. That's why I'm so passionate to share about LinkedIn, because after working with these business owners, I know their struggles. They want to keep the business up and running, but the consistency of the clients is hurting their bottom line, it's hurting the revenue, it's hurting their cash flow. And that's why I'm sharing all of this that I know with you today. I also am a mind expert. I took that training to help you understand how your mind works so you can create positive lasting changes. And thankfully, that led to my clients moving from zero to top sales awards to healing a trauma of 20 years and 20 minutes and more. There's so many stories to share, but at the end of the day, I will say in your about section, again, emphasize and tell a story. Who are you? It's always good to put information because there's so much judgment that comes when people merely look at your profile and read it. But if you create that storyline, then people will start to understand, oh, this is who she is and this is what he or she does. So use the about section also. What's next? One of the powerful things on LinkedIn, this recommendation, one of the people I speak to on LinkedIn, he said, oh, my business have 20,000 Google reviews. Wow, I was very impressed. But when I check his LinkedIn profile, there's zero recommendation. I think there's only one or two. And I was like, the problem with, I have nothing against Google review, but I'm saying the problem with Google review is just a name, but you don't know if it's valid, right? So the credibility is not the same. But on LinkedIn, when somebody gives you the recommendation, the picture of the person is there, the name of the person is there, and you can validate whether that person is right. It's a real person, right? I mean, anyone I can create 100 Gmail Google email address and then create reviews with your company. But I'm saying that person did not do that. But I'm saying if you want to put your credibility on another level, use the recommendation section on LinkedIn. Ask your clients what are your thoughts about working with you. Because I will always say more than what I say, it's what people say about you that matters. So again, use that recommendation section on LinkedIn. What else? After doing all of that, they're really high. This is why I don't need to do outbound. Majority of my clients are inbound because they know after reading my profile that I can help them, because from top to bottom, I explain who I am and what I do. And if you do your profile like this, of course, there will be higher probability of your connections and people visiting your profile becoming leads. And actually, I want to challenge you today. Google your name at what comes up. Because when I Google my name, the oldest thing that comes up for me is LinkedIn. Let me Google now my name. So at least you will have you will see how it works. Because I was thinking, some people ask me, Wanda, do you have a website? And I was like, not really, because I had a website for a very long time, but really nothing happened. So I really did not renew my website this year. Maybe I'm gonna renew something, but it's kind of different experience for me. I don't even need a website because people see me because of LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is so updated already and it's SEOC. If you look at here, I just searched 𝗦𝗣𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗘𝗥 and see the one that comes at the top is my LinkedIn profile. I have my YouTube channel. I have a lot of interviews, podcasts, whatever. But it came at the first. And also see how ChatGPT, how this Max AI summarizes. 𝗦𝗣𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗪 is an influential figure specializing in coaching and training for executives and entrepreneurs, particularly on LinkedIn. Wow. So if you want to build that brand, right, that powerful brand, I'll say update your LinkedIn profile now, because when I work with one of my clients, so when we type her name first, nothing was coming out. And then after a few hours, I think it took us 2 hours or 3 hours to update her entire profile because it was really nothing. After a few hours, we Googled her name and immediately we found her name, and whatever we put on LinkedIn is the one that was there. Well, she has a company page, but it didn't even come right. That's how powerful LinkedIn is. And whenever I got these recognitions or whatever invites, I will always ask people, where did you find me? They will always say LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a very powerful platform, and I hope you get to understand more of that today. And also, what I really intentionally am doing, I make it easy. There's so much clutter, there's so much digital noise now. So I make it easy for connections, for clients to understand and decide how can I help them to this LinkedIn revenue consulting, LinkedIn live stream services, and LinkedIn training by leveraging on the other features on LinkedIn. And let me tell you what are those features, which actually brings me to step 5. So those LinkedIn features are the funnels or the way I help my clients guide and decide how can I best help and support them. What are those features? Number one, if you don't know LinkedIn events, again, this is a very powerful tool. LinkedIn event, for example, I do have this 8-week boot camp where I help executives and entrepreneurs, understand how to create a content strategy for maximum impact, what are the exclusive templates that they can use, to create that storyline in your about page. How can you write that powerful headline? And I also teach them how can you engage on LinkedIn so that you'll be known for who you are and what you do. I also audit the profile from top to bottom, the content, everything on LinkedIn, so that person, that executive can achieve the goal and get clients on LinkedIn. I also do teach my clients how to do targeted audience building. See, the best thing about LinkedIn, it's not about having every person as your connection. It's about having the right audience who you can really serve and help. And I teach my clients what are the lead generation strategies that they can use without even sending these hundreds of messages, so that people will come and find you and you get, these clients. Sometimes, and a lot of my clients and myself, the moment I send that connection request, I get a reply. Wanda, I saw you're doing LinkedIn training. Can you help me and my company? Or Wanda, I saw that you're doing LinkedIn review. Can you review my profile and see what can be improved? Or say you're doing live streaming. How can we work together to promote my company? See, these are the kind of conversations that I think is healthy because sometimes I get these messages from LinkedIn. Maybe 5 or 6 messages which are the same from the same company but from different people. So you can make sense how they're so robotic and copying and pasting, and it's just so annoying, right? But I'll say my goal and my wish is that the clients will come and find you too. And together with coaching and consulting, again, see right now, there are 531 interested in this. And I just need 1 or 2 people a month. I don't work with everyone. I only work with the right people who are ready to work with me. And what are the other events on LinkedIn that I have? I also have the LinkedIn profile makeover. So this is basically the audit of the entire LinkedIn profile, from top to bottom, your content also. So at the end of the conversation, I get to guide that executive, that entrepreneur, the sales professional. How can you get clients on LinkedIn? Because I know each person is different, each person have a goal. So I really make sure that I give that customized advice, personalized advice that will work for you. Again, from having no visibility, I help my clients. Sometimes one of my clients, just after the LinkedIn audit, 300% increase, right, in visibility. And it's so easy as long as you understand it. And a lot of my clients also get clients too, just by one message in 1 week. And one of my clients who gets on my live stream, she didn't have to post on LinkedIn. She consistently gets these leads. Sometimes she gets job offers too because she went live stream on LinkedIn. And see, this LinkedIn profile makeover has over 212 attendees. And it's about, again, giving value And I'm saying it's about understanding these LinkedIn features that you can use so that you can consistently get clients without spamming, without spending on ads, and without wasting your time. What else? Again, I have this collaboration on LinkedIn training. So if people want to learn more about this, how can you transform your business with LinkedIn strategies? So this was a public workshop, but of course, I also do customized training for organizations. And I also, of course, make a post about the products and services that I have. Now I know the power of live streaming to take your branding and to take your products and services to another level. This is one of the things that I'm offering now together with my live stream team. And I also, of course, have the newsletter. So I started this newsletter last Friday. I wanted to replicate the success that I had. So remember, the Get Clients on LinkedIn had 1,000 subscribers in one day. This one, I got busy. I forgot to track the one day, but in 5 days, it says published 5 days ago. I think I took the screenshot yesterday. So I already have 1,316 subscribers. And here I'm discussing specifically how can you get clients on LinkedIn through live streaming. And again, you can go to Linktree Coach Wanda if you want to read this, if you want to get more information how to get started getting clients through live streaming. So, what are the results of all these efforts of updating the LinkedIn profile from top to bottom, using the LinkedIn features of newsletters and events? I get qualified leads for revenue consulting, live streaming, and training. And you might be asking, what are those 5 steps? I know I shared a lot already, but let me recall and summarize it for you. For you to get clients on LinkedIn without spending on that, it's a 5-step process. Number one, you need to know who are your connections, right? Number two, you need to know how you can best serve your connections. Because if you give value, that will come back to you in what. Number three, you need to know what content to write so you can add value to your connections. Number four, you need to create a powerful LinkedIn profile because with the 1 billion profiles on LinkedIn, you need to stand out because every person is unique. Every person have different experience and expertise. And it's just about saying who you are, what you do, who you help, and how you help others. And I have a lot of professions who are so accomplished, but they find it difficult to write their own profile because I don't know, it's really difficult. I mean, I understand from my experience, it's very difficult to write your own profile. But again, write it from the perspective of, telling others and sharing how you can help them. And of course, the most important step also is the last one. You need to know, other than knowing your connections, how you can serve them, having this LinkedIn profile, you need to know what LinkedIn feature will fit your style, will fit your target audience so that you will really get clients without spending on ads. We are towards the end of the presentation. And you might be asking, yes, Manda, what did you get after this? Well, I had a recap yesterday. On my newsletter, Get Clients on LinkedIn, I have 2,010 subscribers. And on the newsletter that I published 5 days ago, I had 1,300 in 5 days, right? Then I have these events on the live streaming services. I have, which is this event. I have the boot camp, the 8-week one, have 531 open. The LinkedIn audit has 212. The LinkedIn training has 230. I have about 4,000 leads. When I was starting in January, I was like, how will I contact the 4,000? So I always know about intention. I intentionally say let the right people come forward and ready to work with me. And yeah, they are. So I'm saying I'm also very intentional with the people I work with because see, not every person is that 4,000 leads that I have with those 2 newsletters and 3 events. That's not all my clients. I carefully choose the clients I want to work with. Of course, you want to work with people who are credible, right? Who know what they do, and of course, who are ready to work with you. And I want to challenge you now. Imagine what you learned today. A lot of people tell me, oh yeah, Wanda, it's good. But a lot of people also never take action. But imagine if you, your executives, your employees understand the power of LinkedIn. Together, you work on a strategy that fits for you to get clients. I'm sure you will get leads that will lead to sales increase, and that will, of course, help skyrocket your profits. And if you want to learn more, go to Coach Wanda, where my newsletters are, and you can read all of them. More than everything I shared today, you go there, digest the information. I promise you, you can already get a lot of information to understand how you can get clients on LinkedIn. And yes, how can my team and I help? I was thinking, what's the best way for me to help others? A LinkedIn training, one of the LinkedIn influencers is charging $2,500 for one training. But depending, of course, on the count, I normally charge $3,000 depending on the number of people. But at least there's a minimum of 10 people. I'll be more than happy. If you want to get clients through live events, I created the package which starts at 6,495, and of course, the 8-week bootcamp is 8,888. Now, the total value of this LinkedIn training, the live event, streaming services, which repurpose your content, and of course, we will do everything for you so you can get branded on LinkedIn, you can get seen, get known, get heard, and get clients. And the bootcamp, all of this is $18,000 in total. But today, if you're on this webinar, if you're watching this on live or on replay, just for two people, I'm offering 8,995 only. Because I really want to help you get clients on LinkedIn. But again, this is not for everybody. So if you're ready, message me. Again, the moment you message me is not guaranteed. I will select still the people that I want to work with, because I really want to make sure that we are fit to work together. You're ready to work with me. You have the time, the money, and the energy, because I can teach you everything. But if you don't do it, or if you want me to do everything for you, it's a kind of discussion that we need to have. So I hope I have added value for you today. I want to thank you if you're watching this on live or on replay. I hope I get to share with you how can you get clients on LinkedIn, what are the three massive mistakes and how to avoid it forever. How can you also get 1,000 leads on LinkedIn? If you don't know me yet, again, my name is 𝗦𝗣𝗘𝗡𝗥. I am one of the top 15 leaking experts in Dubai for 2023 and the number one most influential Filipino on LinkedIn 2021. My goal now is to help more businesses get clients on LinkedIn, because I know when I help businesses, I help these executives and entrepreneurs, I'm going to help so much more because their businesses will prosper. So if you are ready to get clients on LinkedIn, send me a message, or go to Linktree Coach Wanda to read all my newsletters, to check my services, and you can check everything on LinkedIn too. With that, I wish you all well. I hope you have a great month ahead of you, the great year. And again, I would like to thank you for watching me live or on replay. And I would like to thank eZone for sponsoring this live stream. Again, eZone is a business setup company in Dubai. They're here for over 12 years now in Dubai, helping people set up their companies here. So if you need help, please visit their company. I will drop their website, their contact information. So if whatever advice or help you need in setting up your company, opening that bank account, or taking care of the visa, you can reach out to them. With that, let me end this with a video of eZone. And thank you very much. God bless you.